The number one thing that saved my sleep and life in general is Hey guys, welcome to this channel. Today I want to talk to you about my newborn must-haves, like things that I absolutely needed and I could not have lived without. So I have a 2-month-old baby girl. Her name is Emerson. She does have reflux, which means that she is spitting up constantly, and there's a whole other list of symptoms. But when I first found out that she had reflux, I did a lot of researching on YouTube to kind of find out ways to help with that, or what I needed. Maybe I was looking in the wrong places, but I didn't find a lot of information. These are kind of going to be a little bit geared toward babies with reflux, but they definitely apply to any baby. And as a note, every baby is different, so what works for my baby might be completely different for your baby. Feel free to leave me a comment below if you found something different or if you know of something more helpful. Number one is blankets. If your baby has reflux, you know that they're spitting up all the time. I use blankets every day for everything. Do not underestimate the amount of blankets that you need. For my baby shower, I got a lot of blankets, and I kept thinking, I have way too many blankets. I don't need to buy any more blankets. As soon as she got here, it's like I could not find any of them. They were always dirty. They weren't where I needed them to be. I don't know. I just feel like I did not have enough blankets somehow. Blankets. These little X's and O's and plus ones are just really cute. They're lighter and thinner, so if it was hotter outside, I could still use this blanket because it's a little bit more breathable. They're also swaddle blankets. Any blanket in general, I would suggest to stock up on. We have to put a blanket under her head anytime that we put her down, because even if she's eaten 2 hours ago, she's still managing to spit up everywhere. We burp her like crazy, but she will go through blankets and outfits like no one's business. And that pretty much goes for every baby because, who knows when they're gonna spit up. But Emerson is the master. My number 2 must-have newborn item is this Swaddle Up Original from Love to Dream. I bought one of these when Emerson was 2 or 3 weeks old, and oh my gosh, it changed her sleep dramatically. I'm not being dramatic. She went from not sleeping at all during the night to sleeping at least 2 hours at a time. So this actually saved my life in a way. So basically you just stick them in this, and you can either unzip it from the bottom or unzip it from the top, and it swaddles them with their arms up, which Emerson loved. That's how she always sleeps. It says that it has their arms up for self-soothing. But seriously guys, this is no joke. I saw this somewhere on someone's YouTube and I decided to try it out. It's the real deal. The unzipping from the bottom is great because you can change their diaper really quick in the night and you don't have to take them out of the swaddle. This is just the original one. I think that they have transition ones, so when they're getting older, if you want to give them one of their arms, they have one that unzips. I saw it on their website. But this one is a total must-have. We use this every single night. It's a part of our bedtime routine. I'm actually going to be making a video on our bedtime routine soon. I originally bought this in a size small, and I think that lasted us a month and a half, but only because Emerson is super long for her age. So we are just moving up to the medium, and I want to thank Love to Dream so much. They actually sent us this next size up so I could continue getting sleep. I am forever grateful. So another thing that you go through a lot with babies that are spitting up constantly on themselves is obviously outfits. I have to change them all the time, and Emerson hates things being pulled over her head. She's really sensitive to that kind of stuff. So my next must-have are these sleeper outfits from Carter's. The great thing about this one and the other ones that I have is that it zips up, so it's a lot easier to put it on her than having to do whatever kind of funky situation you got going on with your outfit. This just zips right up, and that makes things so much easier. This one is super duper cute, so I was willing to deal with all of the snaps for it. When she wears this, we call her our straw baby. This pattern is super cute on her. I actually bought 4 of those. I have no shame. She will wear those sleepers the entire day. If you ever watch a video of ours, she's in one of those 4 outfits because it's the easiest thing. They're comfy. Gripe water. I don't know how they do it, but if Emerson has the hiccups, I swear I get 1 drop of this on her tongue and they instantly stop. It says that it works in 1 to 2 minutes, but for us it's 1 to 2 seconds. Because of her reflux, she gets the hiccups all the time, so I definitely recommend this. If it doesn't even work for all the other ones, it works for the hiccups. If she gets really hard hiccups and they start to irritate her really fast, she'll go right into a cry. So if you come at them with this before she gets into that cry. Emerson is breastfed, so I contemplated if I was actually going to give her a pacifier, and we waited a little while, but she was a really fussy baby, so we honestly were trying like anything that would work. And so we went through all these different kinds of pacifiers. We tried these green ones that everyone has. We had a Wubba Nub, and she really, you could get her to take it sometimes, but she really was not a fan. I was getting desperate. I tried all these different kinds, and so I finally went and I was like, this is the last kind that I'm going to buy. And I bought these Advent. It's the same brand of her bottle. It's kind of a different shape than any of the ones that we'd had. I don't know what it is about this, but this is the only pacifier that she will take. So if you guys are struggling to find something, I highly recommend these Advent pacifiers. It came in a pack of 2. Oh gosh, babe.
But I know.
Leave the room. My next one, and I don't know if this is a newborn must-have or just something people ask sometimes, is we use Pampers Swaddlers. We've never had a problem with it. We've tried other kinds of diapers, and I think every time that we've tried another kind of diaper, she's had a blowout or a leak. So Pampers Swaddlers is where it's at for us. She's in a size 1 right now. Next up is this Graco sound machine. It has white noise and other options. Honestly, I wish it was a little bit louder than it is, because she will fall asleep to white noise, but it has to be either blaring or really close to her for it to affect her. Even if it's not putting her to sleep, I like it because there's some sort of sound going in the room. She's a pretty light sleeper during her naps, or she just startles really easily. Like, I'll put her down for her nap, she's all good to go. I'll quietly tiptoe out and my ankle will crack, and then all hell breaks loose. So it's nice to be able to have just something in the background so it's not dead silent. The number one thing that saved my sleep and life in general is the Fisher's Price Rock and Play Sleeper. We have a rockaroo and a couple other places in our house that we could put her down, but nothing works like this thing. I didn't buy a Rock and Play before she was born because I was thinking that we were all covered. I think she was 4 weeks old when I finally gave in. I actually bought it used somewhere, and I got the cheap one that is just a vibrate. I didn't get the automatic one. I think I could confidently say that I could not live without it. The first day that I brought it home, I put her in it, and she was looking like happily at me, and she had never sat somewhere by herself happily in the 4 weeks that I had known her. So it is completely worth it. So I think what she likes about it is that A, it's at an angle, so for her reflux, one of the big things that our pediatrician said was keeping her a little bit elevated, so it definitely helps with that. And then the walls of it are kind of a little bit snug. If I could go back and tell myself to buy one thing before Emerson was born, it would be this Rock and Play. She's 2 months old, and she will go for 5 to 6 hours, wake up once, and then sleep 3 more hours. So the combination of that Rock and Play and her swaddle up is what has saved my life at night. If you guys are debating on whether you need this, I would say 100% go for it. It's really light, it folds up. I would bring it back and forth to my parents' house, so when they watch her or when we're just hanging out over there, she has something that she can sleep in, or someone doesn't have to be holding her at all times. So those are the things that helped my baby and helped her a little bit with her reflux. I will put links to all of these products below. If you guys have other suggestions, feel free to leave them below. Be sure to hit subscribe. The next video that I make will probably be a more in-depth look at our nighttime routine and how we get Emerson to sleep through the night. So hit subscribe so that you don't miss that. Again, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.
Now smile, baby, smile. Hi, Emerson. Ooh. Say, these are all my favorite things.